How do you solve stubborn vehicle repair issues? Your car is having a fault, and you've tried fixing that problem over and over and over again, but the problem still persists. You've tried it at the hand of various mechanics, you've spent repeated amounts of money on that problem, but the problem is still there. You are beginning to think of selling your car because of that problem. You are beginning to think of saying, oh, let me go and exchange this car. I add some money to buy another car because of the problem. Naturally, you do not really hate the car, but because of that problem, you've lost hope for that car. How do you solve such a problem? It is easy. Yes. First of all, you have to accept that there's a problem. And you have to, if you accept that there's a problem, then you'll be able to invest on that problem. Now, the second thing is diagnosing the problem. Don't just go to a mechanic and say, my vehicle is always overheating and you people should fix it for me. And then they will say, oh yeah, let's wash the radiator, let's change the radiator, let's do this. No, 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 no. Diagnose the bottom line source of the problem. Every system in your vehicle has the supporting parts, the dependencies. The heating system have all its supporting parts, all its dependencies, the water pump, the radiator, the coolant reservoir, the hoses and all of that. They all have their dependencies, the thermostats, they all have, the system has its dependencies. You have to know the parts within the heating system, within that system that is failing. Or else you will just be repeatedly doing the same thing at the same time. They will tell you, I've experienced this before. Anytime this thing happens is the radiator. It may not be the radiator. And you may have changed radiator and you're like, this problem can never be solved. No, you're not solving the right problem. You are actually just doing what have been done before. Diagnose the source of the problem. And then the next thing to do is sit down with your mechanic, sit down with your expert, and analyze the possible solution to that problem. There are some problems that they'll bring to the workshop, and once we are done with diagnosis, we will not tell the customer this is what we want to do. We will take our time and consult. Once we decide on what we want to do ourselves, we'll still consult with other technicians all over, even abroad. We'll still call, chat with them and say, this is what we're experiencing. Have you experienced this before? What are the possible areas for us to check? What are the possible things for us to do? You don't just, there are some problems that you have to consult. You have to check because some persons have experienced this and you may have not experienced this in the past. So you just keep spending the customer's money because you are doing trial and error. So you sit down and analyze the possible solution to the problem. How do we approach this issue? How do we solve it? Once you are able to get a tangible approach to the problem, execute, implement it, do it. Do not accept low quality parts when you are solving that problem because you don't want it to happen again. We use the best quality material to solve that problem once and for all. And once that is solved, I believe you have the peace of mind and the love for your vehicle that you've always wanted.